skip to there. You should hear something now.
I definitely hear it.
Yeah, here's a little thing. Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, if y'all prefer, we can use Kiki's ambience thing, because this is only going to be like a short thing on 5 minutes anyway. But I picked something nondescript. Fill a white noise.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very happy with it.
I'm glad.
I am ready to jump into the abyss of knowledge.
Are you?
Yes. Or at least poke it with a stick.
An excellent choice.
If the stick gets consumed by knowledge, I'll know not to put my finger in it.
All right. So, what do you guys remember? It's been a while since we last played.
It's been a while.
We were in the dream world. We got burned by the light of the Guardian, I think he's called. And then we ran away from him. We found that weird shit. And then we found the last place, which is the Tower of Light? Yes,
Mhm.
Tower of Light. And there's a big light that contains all the knowledge. And I'm guessing I'll die if I jump into it. That's why I want to poke it with a stick first.
You guys remember anything about the being that you met?
I don't remember its name.
He didn't give us a name because I don't think the DM prepared a name.
Or maybe he has transcended beyond the need of a name.
Maybe. But yeah, we were starting to talk to him and giving us what I can only describe as nondescript answers so far.
Okay.
I didn't take much notes. I have one sentence from last session. Artifact in the Dream Forest equals aspect of change.
Yes, we found an artifact of the aspect of change.
Oh yeah, my box is locked now. I can't open it.
Yeah, what did you put again for it to get locked?
Hold on, I wrote it. Strange box with strange dust. I put the strange dust inside the box.
Okay. Expect that dust to no longer be the strange dust anymore. It's going to be something else because change!
It's going to be the strange liquid.
Indeed, it
Oh,
will
the
be.
strange solid.
To be determined.
When
When the players are too vague about their actions. I'm recording, so I'm not going to fire it up. I don't want to corrupt the recording.
Oh, it's the clip where he talks about goblins.
Oh, okay.
Is it marry a goblin? Is it getting in league with goblin? Is it kissing goblins?
What about gobbling these nuts?
Got him. That's good.
So, welcome one, welcome all
Thank you.
to another session. Hope you all are
Glad to be
prepared.
here.
I'm not. There's always more to fucking prepare with this goddamn thing, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. So,
Welcome to how I've felt for 2 years.
yeah, no kidding.
It's awesome, but it's a lot of work.
So let me just bring you guys back to what y'all were looking at.
Yes, the Tower of Light.
Welcome to the Tower of Light. You've managed to find it. You've managed to navigate the forest to this strange tower in the middle of this weird interdimensional pathways
Yes.
in which you've met a strange, enigmatic character who doesn't seem to give out much, but seems to be all for the light and the dark.
He's
You've
into
questioned him.
enlightenment. His own
He's definitely
enlightenment.
he's definitely into enlightenment. As is most of the people for the light and the dark.
See, I thought those
you
people
guys-
would be cool.
You thought they'd be cool, but it turns out they're nerds.
I mean, nerds in real life are cool. Those nerds are not cool.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll find people who are better and cooler from the light and the dark. Who knows?
I hope so.
So, if you guys remember, you were deep in conversation with this figure in which you've asked asked it what was beyond that door, that glowing door down in the center of the Tower of Light, in which he responded, which was the knowledge of literally everything. And that's about what I remember of that conversation.
Honestly, that's about as much valuable information we got, as far as I remember.
Yeah,
Like, the
I
rest was a
remember
little
being pretty
riffraff.
close to it. So, we'll take it from there. As you guys are still having a chat with the being, and the being continues and says, "What brought you here anyway?"
We discovered that this place existed in a book, and, well, curiosity got the better of us.
Follow curiosity. I'm sure it'll take you to many places.
That seems to be the motive of this realm. Anytime you're interested in going somewhere, you just start thinking about it, and you kind of get there.
Moving around while dreaming can be rather different. Intentions tend to shape the world around you and let you go where you want to go. But you must have figured that out if you got over here.
We were kind of running.
Running?
Oh, we were running away.
The Watcher was not the most hospitable.
He rarely is.
It's his job, I don't blame him.
Still scalding.
Is there an easy way to leave this place without getting caught into his gaze?
Of course. All you have to do is wake up.
As he says that, I slap Alan in his face.
Oh, what the fuck?
You definitely
Doesn't-
felt pain.
Why did you
Wake
do
us
that
up.
for?
You didn't seem to wake up.
Yeah, I'm still dreaming.
Shima, did you do so with the intent of inflicting pain or inflicting harm?
Pain.
Okay.
Now that you're saying this, I'm like, I take out my dagger and I stab his arm.
Wait,
Okay.
really?
Wait, what?
Ah, I'm gonna try to dodge. What the fuck?
All right. Contest of you remember how this works. Each of you roll.
Unfortunately.
One does an
Speed.
attack roll, the other does a speed defense.
Speed defense.
Ooh.
Be that, boy.
I'm gonna add an effort.
Rolls a fucking 20. Oh,
Oh!
so close.
That
So
was
close.
indeed very close.
What the hell, man? Trying to stab me?
I wasn't gonna kill you.
You know, I'm pretty sure this is gonna leave a mark.
Now.
Do you know if it'll leave a mark in here or in real life?
I'd rather not find out, to be honest.
There's no need to be so violent.
I know, right? What the fuck?
But I always do appreciate a hands-on learning experience.
Meaning?
This is not the kind of hands-on I was expecting.
It's one of the best ways to learn.
Yeah, hands on, not knife on.
If that's what you want, and then I'm getting close to him, like putting my hands around his neck.
I'm gonna dodge and slap him with my fist. My fish.
Okay, all right. Another
No.
contest.
I'm
You'll-
doing this more like as a prank, but if he's gonna react like that, I'm just gonna let him hit me with his fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap you in the face with my fish. It's already kind of half eaten, so you're gonna have a lot of juices. On
Which
your face.
is
The fish is just like it was when I fell asleep, right? I assume.
Yeah.
All right. Ah, get slapped.
I just like
No
clean
choking,
off
Alan.
the juice from my face, and I look at him with a big smile on my face.
Tell me, are you trying to
Wow.
wake up?
Oh, we're not done here, I think. All right.
I mean,
We were.
Ah, I wanted to find something else. If we have time.
I have a feeling that no matter what we do, this
You want to go back
place.
through the Watcher?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is there a way to avoid the Watcher? Like to be guaranteed to avoid the Watcher?
Guaranteed.
I mean, the Watcher would
He
probably be
is.
doing a bad job if we could just avoid him.
I wouldn't say there's a guaranteed way, but definitely don't stay in wherever he's looking. But I'm
Right.
sure you must have figured that part out.
Yes, unfortunately, that kind of hurt to learn. But maybe I can just ask you. Have you seen? I don't remember if I asked you already. Uh, have you seen anyone like me,
Like you?
or even more fish-like?
You resemble a bit of the deep.
Yeah, for sure.
Not much.
I was in a group. We had a couple of people. You have
But
you seen?
the deep
Perhaps.
is, they tend to be rather secretive. They tend to keep to themselves. So, no, not very often does any denizen of the deep come out to here.
Hmm, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, thank you anyway. All right, fine. If you guys want to wake up, I'm okay. But first, I'm gonna look for a branch on the floor.
Okay. You find one pretty easily.
All right, I'm gonna get near the light of knowledge, like in the middle of the tower.
The
I'm
being seems to be watching you intently.
gonna attempt to poke it with the stick.
Yeah, I'm looking also at this these circumstances.
As you start to push the stick towards the opening, you notice that the edge that starts to cross the threshold just seems to dematerialize and split off into almost like it's atomizing, turning into sort of a dust.
That's so cool.
Damn.
Jump in.
Kind of
Yeah.
fluttering around like as if there's an invisible gust of wind, but there's no wind around.
I'm gonna drop the stick and I'm just gonna back away slowly.
I did mention probably not the best of ideas to jump in and learn
Yeah.
everything there is to learn.
Yeah, you said hands in. I thought I'd at least try to poke it, you know?
It's quite a lot.
A poor stick.
This is the reason. What you just saw is the sole reason why the realm of the light and the dark is the one that needs the least guarding.
So other realms have guards.
So to speak, they usually have a gate. This is the gate to the light and the dark.
Okay. Typically, the other realms are not too prone of being visited, right?
Well, you have to find the gate to it, and you have to figure out a way past the gate. And once you've figured out a way in, well, that's how you get in.
We did
And
find
generally, the denizens within will guard or hassle or protect or even aid those who are inside.
we did find one realm that was very strange. Maybe you can help us identify it?
Sure.
If I remember correctly, the Realm of Desire picture, like everything was fleshy.
Sort
Remember
of,
description?
yes.
Okay. So I would proceed to describe the entrance from the treeway with the mount, and then the like sort of fleshy segments or area that was at least in the immediate periphery of the gate. Would you have any idea what this is? I have some suspicions.
Was the arm? Sorry, was the gate kind of like an arm?
It was like an opening inside of
It
a
was an opening inside of a mount in a tree.
a big vagina in a tree. It's
Rather large teeth.
the tree of uh which one was it? Trying to look for it.
The Room of Desire is the picture we have for that.
Yeah, that's the inside of it, but outside of it, it
It's a tree of
was
flesh.
the
Yeah, there
tree of
was an
flesh.
arm. Or at least it looks from the picture that there was an arm.
Like a giant arm that happens to be part of a maw.
Oh
Yes.
yes, the arm.
Yes.
And the tree itself from far looks like a grotesque face.
Yes.
Why, yes, I know that realm.
Can you
A troublesome
enlighten
realm.
us?
Well, that would be the realm. And he pauses for a bit. A dangerous realm. That would be the realm of the feast.
Called it.
Those of the feasts are not unlike the beings of the light and the dark. They're seeking knowledge, just a different kind of knowledge. They seek every single sensation in the world to experience everything.
They're into sensory overload,
Absolutely.
which can be the way to negotiate with them if necessary.
It is what they seek, but they are also the type to seek new experiences.
We both thought the same word.
And these experiences can as much be self-inflicted as inflicting onto others.
A nod. So,
Hmm.
Manuelo, can you remind us what were your thoughts when you eventually got led to, well, that gate? What was it that you were seeking?
Well, excess. I was seeking either just thoughts that are related to the feast will lead you to that gate. If you want to figure out how to lure someone, seduce them, or trap them, or new experiences of some sort that are exotic and taboo, you'll end up probably finding the realm of the feast.
You just see me with a mouth open, looking at Eric, and yeah, what he said.
Just real
Fascinating.
quick, if I do this, does that update the handout to Gate to the Realm of the Feast for everybody? Or do you
Yes.
now have two?
No.
No, it's updated. It says Gate to the Realm of the Feast.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, that's fascinating.
I wanted to have to find a way to find followers for our group.
Did
They
you
wrote us there.
have slightly malicious thoughts in doing so? We're just following followers. It could be that if your intentions is followers for the sake of having followers or as objects, it could lead you to the gate of the realm. Sorry, the realm of the feast.
I wouldn't say they were nefarious, but
The feast is not inherently malicious either. It is extremely neutral. It's experiencing everything for the sake of experiencing everything. I'm gonna update that. That's a little wordy.
To the people that are into the realm of the feast, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey of living those experiences. Am I getting
It's
that correctly?
absolutely about the journey. Here, I'm just gonna update that. That's much better. Much smaller, faster. It is definitely about experiences. They're the types who would take all sorts of drugs and then murder someone to see if it makes murdering someone feel different. And they're also equally likely to be found doing absurd things like donating to a large charity for no reason other than doing so and seeing if it makes them feel good.
Something serotonin.
Basically.
A second.
If you're looking for that kind of. If you're looking for followers of a particular. If you're looking generally for followers, I recommend soliciting the people of your world and speaking about the supernatural, seeing who bites.
I was told that was
More.
dangerous, though. It could
Oh,
attract
absolutely.
the whatchamacallit.
The Bureau.
The Bureau. Oh,
Yes, the
you're aware
Bureau.
of this.
Of course. Now, why would the light and the dark support any organization that would try to censor knowledge?
Now, I have a question that just popped up into my mind.
Hmm.
Since all of those realms exist and they depict an aspect, what does our world depict? Is it a realm, or is it something different?
What's an excellent question? You want the answer?
I would be certainly interested in the knowledge.
The honest to God answer?
Yes.
Would you pay anything for it?
I'd be.
I have a fish.
He's willing to sacrifice a fish.
It's most of
I'm
a fish.
I'm willing to sacrifice our fishy friend here.
Okay. How about we slow down for a second?
I'm kidding.
Alan is not willing to be money of exchange.
See, we're not exactly wealthy in the currency of the occult.
Oh, you don't need to be wealthy. All you have to do is step through the gate.
Uh,
Oh. So this particular answer would be findable through the gate.
Yes.
that's gonna be a nope for me, dog.
Understandable.
I don't want to end up like the
Mistake.
stick. Yes,
You do see me staring at the gate.
had been making a mistake.
And you see Monteo walking towards it.
Who? Sorry? Monteo?
Exactly. That's why I said it. Sorry, Manuelo.
Manuela starts walking towards the gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the particles of the branch still there?
Nope, they've dissipated all through past the gate.
Have you seen anything exit the gate?
Not a single thing has exited the gate. I did mention that before, though, did I, right? Anything that goes
Maybe,
past the
but
gate never comes back?
you might have. I just didn't remember.
Been a while.
I feel like I am ill-equipped to be asking questions here.
Ask away.
See, I don't know what answers I seek, so I don't know how to formulate a question.
You can also ask questions to the DM, too.
Okay, well, here's a... not a softball for you. Did you have an answer prepared for my question about what is our world?
What is our world?
Yes.
I mean, if I give the answer to that, it's gonna spoil a bit of the thing.
Ah, okay, so I'm onto something, then.
You might be onto something.
Aha, okay. So it's not a case of, I'm throwing a curveball at you that you didn't prepare. It's you have that prepared, and it's something interesting. Okay, I like it, I like it.
I mean, whether or not it's interesting is, I mean, like, I think it's interesting, but really, it's
It's your job as the GM to convince us that it's interesting, then.
well, I'm probably gonna do a poor job.
Oh, come on, I believe in you. Okay. Then, flipping snare, can you tell us something about the anti-aspect?
There are some that refer to that.
Is it referred to something else?
Yes,
That would be?
it's referred to as. It has many names. Most of the time, it's called true math.
Sorry, what?
True math.
Umeth?
True.
Herman?
True math.
True.
Herman? Oh, true math.
And other times, it's called, probably to mock a lot of the names of the rest of the aspects, the real.
See, the initial time that we heard about the anti-aspect, we were being led to believe that it was an opposition of all aspects, but those names just makes me think that it's just another aspect among many others.
Each aspect has a god. This anti aspect has none.
Updating my personal notes.
Some believe that the god of this anti aspect is quite literally existence itself. An idea. But who's to say whether or not it's true? It's hard to observe that a box is a box if you're observing from within.
I see where you're going with this.
There's no real way to prove. Some think that it's the subversion of aspects. Some twisted sort of science that managed to capture what makes aspects aspects and twisting it to use it as a weapon. Nonetheless, it's extremely similar to an aspect. It has rituals, rites, seems to have spells.
Ambiances, maybe artifacts.
But all of them are not derived from a god.
What are they derived then from?
Nobody knows. Some say it's from the outside, as if there could be something more outside than the different dimensions.
I mean, are the dimensions infinite? Is there anything beyond the aspects?
An excellent question. I'm not sure you'd enjoy the answer.
I mean, if the answer is cross the gate, and I just look at the Tower of Light, you're correct. I would not enjoy the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that about sums up what I can think of. If any of you two have your own thoughts, feel free to ask. Our gentleman here seems to be very resourceful.
Forthcoming. Come by whenever you like. I always enjoy a chat.
Do you get visitors often?
Sometimes, not often.
I nod. And then I look at my two traveling companions.
Well, I'm next to the gate.
Are you interested?
Is Shima interested in re-rolling a new character?
I
Instant reroll.
mean, who knows? Maybe it actually does something cool.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm too intimidated to try it personally.
I turn around to the dude and I'm like, so how are we supposed to wake up other than being watched by the Watcher?
Oh, no, you don't want to wake up by being watched by the Watcher. No, 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 no. Any sort of damage you take goes straight to your soul when you're dreaming.
All right, and how do we wake up?
Why, all you gotta do is simply wake up.
And how do we simply wake up?
By waking up. I mean, I can't do it. I'm not dreaming right now, but you are dreaming. All you gotta do is wake up.
All right, so I'll try to wake up.
You wake up.
We
The
see him, like,
rest of
disappear?
you, yeah, exactly. That's precisely what happens.
So the two of us just see him disappear. I just looked at Alan. Well, he figured that out fast.
I guess it's that easy. I'm gonna wake up.
Wait. So
What?
as I'm awake and I see the other two is sleeping, I'm gonna go on top of Alan. I'm just gonna be ready to, just for when he wakes up, and I'm just gonna slap him
Okay.
for pain.
So, Alan, you wake up, and as you wake up, you sit up, and you are immediately slapped.
Ah, what the hell, man?
You know why? For you stupid fish.
You started it
And I get off.
when you least expect it. You'll see.
Okay, I guess I just say out loud while I'm in the dream dimension. I wake up?
You don't wake up.
I'm going next to Eric, seeing that he's not waking up.
Does one
You're not
just
s-
end their dreams by simple desire?
Yes. Like I mentioned, all you gotta do is wake up.
I'm gonna be tucking him in while he's sleeping.
So I'll
He
recalling
needed
back,
his rest.
recalling back how we like navigated in the dream dimension. I
Mhm.
will just start thinking in the same way that I want to instead of navigate to wake up. Is that good enough?
So you're gonna start walking, and you're gonna be thinking about waking up,
Kinda, yeah.
or are you gonna will to wake up?
I'm gonna will to wake up the same way that
Okay.
I will navigate.
Okay, in that case, you wake up.
Okay.
Oh,
Took you a while.
good morning.
Morning? Oh, it's just okay. What time is it? Did we sleep a lot during this?
What time is it?
You seem to have slept maybe 4 hours.
We didn't sleep much, but we still slept for a couple of hours.
And I'm guessing our wounds are as real as they come.
Your wounds are not quite as real, but you definitely have one hell of a headache.
Does that mean I recover my points, or?
Nope. You
Oh,
do not
okay.
recover your points. They're real enough, but you don't have marks on you.
Right.
You
Okay.
definitely feel drained.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about you guys, but I could go for a non-dream, straight-up sleep.
I don't remember from last session, but did we like go into the dream world as night was falling?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so we'd be in the middle of the night right now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I feel a little beat. This was quite the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so where do you guys smell like? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's this, and I dangle the fish.
You pick up the fish, and there's a bite mark in the fish.
Oh, would you look at that? The bite mark carried over.
Oh, does that mean you kept the artifact of change?
Oh, let me look. Do I still have the strange box?
You appear to have a strange box out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think I still have it. I'm gonna try to open it.
It seems still stuck.
Yeah, it's still cooking, I think. Whatever's in there now. Awesome. In the morning, we start making flyers and start recruiting some people.
That's as good of a method as any. How do you want to proceed with meeting people that are interested? We don't want to send them
Say it's
here.
just say it's an internship.
Sure. And where do we send them? Not here, because that's a risk.
What do you mean? This is the base.
Yes, but do you want your flyers to indicate that this is a base out in the open? You should proceed with your
No.
interviews
Oh,
somewhere
right.
different. So yeah, where do you send people for interviews?
No, a fancy hotel room.
Oh, sure. How are you going to pay for that?
Oh, I have a fish.
Okay.
Most of a fish. Do they still take that as transactional? You know, as monetary value?
I look at Manuelo. He's
Oh,
pretty out of
wait.
touch.
Wait. No, I have these. And I take out my seashells, my collection of seashells. I have these. That'll work, right? Look, this one is like iridescent. You see when you move it, like the
It is
color changes?
it is some nice seashells. You're not sure they're gonna convince people to stay.
Uh,
Well, you might, Alan. The rest of us.
Yeah.
what about your guys? Do you have any money?
Yes, but not enough to just splurge on hotel rooms every time someone's, air quotes, interested.
Exactly. Anyways, I'm gonna go hit the hay, and
Yeah. Honestly,
I'll probably
I
go
need a shower.
back after it.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess
Okay.
we'll see each other tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So are you all spending the night there, or?
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys spend the night. One of you decides to find the one area that seems to have clean enough water to bathe, and the next day comes.
Literally hitting the hay.
Literally hitting the hay.
The beds were not very a bit spiky. You're itchy.
Do we restore to full?
You do.
All right.
Oh wow, I'm so not used to that system. For speed, I changed the pool for my damage, and for intellect, I changed the current for damage. As a dork.
Yes, that can be a bit difficult.
It's just me getting used to it, that's fine.
I'm gonna start as I wake up. I'm gonna make a fire and I'm gonna start cooking up the fish.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cut it in 3 parts and I'm gonna put it on plates and I'm gonna make it ready for everybody. It's very like crudely made. Oh, and also I'm gonna place the potted plant in my room because I forgot to do that.
No problem. So you're going to put the potted plants, and you
Remove it from
prepare
my
everything,
inventory. And I'm gonna water it too. Because I'm a good boy.
Do you want me to add a potted plant to the...
If you don't mind.
No problem.
Thank you.
I would wake up and then get led by the smell of fish.
Grilled fish.
Grilled fish. That's what you consider a breakfast.
I mean,
I shouldn't
that's
criticize you.
all
You
I
had some nice
had.
intentions.
Yeah, I grilled it just for you guys.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Do you have any utensils?
I think I have some hidden around. I'm gonna just shuffle through like a box of stuff and
Are
I'm
they
gonna find some.
clean?
I can make them clean.
Then at that point, I would go grab the fish and just put it in my mouth by hand, and just clean my hands afterward.
It tastes grilled but very stale. It was in my inventory for at least a day.
Jesus. That's rank.
Yeah.
It's not great for a fish. I would also start gobbling it down and just tolerate it. Because, I mean, Alan has good intentions, he just doesn't know better.
Hey, I even
That
took
is
the
indeed
time.
the case.
Alan even took the time to remove all the little bones.
Tous les arrêts.
Toutes les arêtes. Il n'y a plus d'arêtes dedans.
Arrête donc.
Hey, j'arrêterai pas, man.
Oh, no, please. Please, no.
Okay. Next time, let's just treat ourselves to an actual nice breakfast.
I kept the head for myself. I'm gonna gobble it down.
Oh, you going somewhere, Manolo?
Yeah, I'm going out.
I mean, I could use some fresh air too, but do you have any plan?
Maybe.
Do you want to share with the class?
I guess not.
Class of 2 who don't know how to be sneaky.
Hey, I know how to be sneaky.
I was sneaky.
Look, look. And I'm gonna hide under the table.
I'm gonna do some research.
Ah.
Personnel research.
No.
I'm not hiding
I'll,
very well.
Personnel,
So.
okay.
I'm gonna go to a couple of places if you guys want to come with me.
Consider me interested.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonk my head on the table as I get out, and I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I'll come with you."
All right.
Okay.
So one of the first places we're gonna go is probably to hospital or an asylum.
Okay.
I'm trying to
That's-
see if anyone might have already been in contact with the supernatural.
I see.
contact with the
your
what?
point.
Interesting choice.
I see.
Genuinely interesting choice.
Yeah, that's
Asylum's a
clever.
good idea. Yeah.
Okay. So, you're heading to a hospital or an asylum?
I'll think first the hospital
Okay.
and try to go for the ER or stuff like that, and just sit there and listen to the different stories that's happening, people coming in and out. Otherwise, we can always go to the asylum and just search for anyone who's been like crazy, talking about half fish, half men creatures.
Okay. So you head to the hospital. You guys managed to get there just fine. You get to the ER, and do you just go in? Do you wait for a bit, or
Yeah, well, it was because Manuelo, he's on its own, he would be like an
inconspicuous?
inconspicuous.
Yep.
But all three of us would be different. But yeah, like he would just like go in, like sit down in the corner and just listen to what's happening.
Okay.
I would try to sneak into the employees' lounge and try to steal some doctor clothing so I can disguise myself as a doctor.
Oh,
Oh.
okie doke.
So
All right.
I would
So,
have a different approach, but I'm interested in what Alan's doing.
so Alan, you're gonna try and sneak and steal some doctor's clothing.
Yes.
I assume you're disguised.
Yes, yeah, I have the disguise that you can
Okay,
see right
cool. So each of you walk in, and what's your plan, Eric?
So what I would do is use my capabilities as a journalist to start asking around questions, claiming that I'm interested in like stories about what are the weird reasons people come to ER. Just like do as if I'm writing a report.
now. Mm.
Okay.
And then see if I can meet some people that just have weird claims like that. Make it look inconspicuous.
Okay.
I would also try to not stick with Manuelo so he can do his biz on his own without my input.
Sure. So each of you starts going and doing the investigation. I'll start with Alan because Alan has to roll stuff. Oh, he already did.
No,
Oh, that was from
still was from
earlier.
the table.
That was from hiding under the table to
Okay.
try to show how sneaky I can be.
Okay. All right.
Which
This is good. This is good because yeah.
That does not look like a success, my friend.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So Alan, as you walk in, you notice that there is an area towards where the nurses go, and it's clearly off limits. But maybe if you're fast enough, you're sneaky enough, you might be able to get an outfit.
Yeah, we'll try to stealth into it. Like in the changing room, like where they have the lockers and everything. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to.
Are you doing anything in particular to help yourself out, or you're just
Uh,
waltzing in? What's your plan?
let's see. Let's see. What could I? Oh, over for those. To remove the fish. Um. um, I'm just gonna try to see. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see the goings ins and out, and I'm gonna
Okay.
wait for a moment where it feels like there's a gap in the people. When people seem the most busy, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. You managed to find exactly that, a gap that happens in people coming in and out. And so I assume you take your chance.
Yes, I take my chance, and
Give me a stealth.
I will put one level of effort. I want to be stealthy.
I want to be the very best.
Man, that's not fucking great at all.
Did you? No, you did not. Okay. So as you go around and you manage to walk in, you're being quiet with your footsteps, but you weren't able to be unseen when a nurse turns around the corner, sees you, and says, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir, sir, you're in the wrong spot. The waiting room is
Oh,
back over there. The waiting room is back over there.
oh no, I'm the new intern.
The new
From
are you
Mercy Hospital.
all the way
They
from?
yes, they transferred me here.
All right.
I was just looking,
What?
to change into my uniform. That's all.
Okay. Well, I guess if you're the intern, well, you're very clearly in the wrong spot.
Oh, I
The
apologize.
wrong
This is
wing.
near place,
Um,
near hospital. I'm sorry.
have you tried going to the front desk? I'm sure they'll be able to get you going the right spot because this is the ER.
Oh, okay. My apologize. I apologize. I'll be on my way.
Okay, excellent. Glad
Alan,
to hear
by
it.
the way, nice to meet you.
Not so nice to meet you, sir. I don't want to have anything to do.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna be working together, so I just wanted to
You
be
know,
friendly.
you know
I'm
what's
sorry if I bother
funny
you.
is that it's fucking doctor, but he doesn't notice he's got fucking blue skin and fucking webbed ears.
The nurse.
A nurse, even worse. They're the one who
He's he's
takes
he's
I'm-
he's well well disguised.
I'm very good at disguising myself.
Oh
He's
man.
practiced.
I'm very practiced. Yeah, I'm trained.
Otherwise,
I'm trained.
he would have been caught a long time ago.
I'm trained in disguise. All right. I'm gonna. Fuck. God damn it! I'm gonna go to the. You know what? I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna go to the front desk.
Okay, excellent. We'll switch to the other two. Each of you, if you guys are looking around, you're asking around. Give me a roll 20 each, a d20 each,
Roll 20.
a roll 20,
A
d20.
whole website. Hey, nice.
Oh wow!
12.
All right.
Okay.
So
Fucking
you guys
girls.
are looking around, and you've managed to go through quite a lot of people, but there doesn't seem to be anybody related to the supernatural.
One thing I want to try to do at the same time is glimpse of true sight everyone that I see coming in.
Oh, that's clever. I did not think of that.
Okay.
Not gonna metagame it.
So as you're doing so, you're noticing that a lot of the people they don't seem to have an aspect about them. So you're finding a lot of the people are just run-of-the-mill regular folks that are coming in.
Just to make sure, the only ones from the three of us who had anything was me and Alan, right?
I think so. Yeah.
When if you were
Eric
talking
didn't have
about if you
anything.
look at Eric does not give off an aspect.
Okay. All right. That's not what I mind. Okay, cool.
Interestingly enough, I don't give up an aspect.
Yet.
Interestingly enough. So, as you guys, well, I'll go back to Alan real quick. You get to the front desk, Alan. Yes, can I help you?
Yes. Hi. I'm the new intern. I was looking for a place to, get my uniform and get started. The
Oh,
nurse
really?
said I should come here.
Okay, yes, and your name?
Alan.
Alan. Is that with one L or two L's?
Churals.
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna look over here. They're just typing in. I don't seem to have anything that indicates a new intern. No, at least not one named Alan. From where are you from?
Mercy Hospital.
Nope. I'm not aware of any of this.
There must be a mistake. Can I speak to the higher ups?
Sure, I can send them a mail, or I can give them your phone number.
Oh, I'm not very. I don't have a phone right now.
And she looks at you and she raises one eyebrow.
It fell in the sewers. Very unlucky.
Oh, that is indeed very unlucky. Just like
Not finding
apparently
my name in your system. I know, very unlucky.
not being accepted to the internship.
No, I was accepted. They told me specifically to come here.
Did they?
But they did?
And whose name did they give you?
Alan. They gave my name. Alan.
So, an Alan coming to see, presumably, Dr. Allen.
No, not Dr. Allen. I'm the intern.
Doctor Who? Hey.
I hear that's a good show. Uh, uh, oh fuck. What's a good doctor name? Where are we again?
You guys are at
Geographically?
you're in Ontario.
Ontario.
Don't start fucking Googling
No, I'm not
Ontario,
Googling. I'm
dog.
thinking off the top of my head.
We're near Ottawa.
Yes, somewhere near Ottawa.
Can I let luck decide if I find a name of
Absolutely,
Dr.
yes. Because that's
Okay.
exactly what I was going to have you do. I was going to have you roll a d20.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Hey, triple 12.
Now, as much as it's not likely for y'all to roll 12s like that, debunked. Now, while it's not unlikely for y'all to yeah, that much, that percentage, which is pretty small actually, but
Yes, this is an infinitely small number.
no, where was I going with this? You don't manage to name a doctor, and the front desk lady says, "If you're here for a meal, like the rest of the other homeless people, you can stand on the side, and we'll provide you one."
Homeless people? No, this is ridiculous. I want to complain.
Well, you're my guest. Feel free. We're gonna cut back to the other two. The two of you, I assume you guys are still looking.
Yep.
D20s.
Slightly better.
It's much worse.
Once again, Shima, you haven't found anybody of note, and you're still using the technique of looking for aspects,
Yeah.
I assume. You don't seem to be detecting anything other than Eric and Alan.
How is he detecting me?
Not detecting you, but detecting anything that you have on you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still questioning just in case I find an interesting story that I can pursue a thread of.
Sorry?
I'm still questioning people just in case I can find an interesting story that I can pursue as a thread.
Okay, yeah. Are you guys changing up your strategies? I assume not for Eric, because you just mentioned it. Shima, are you changing up your strategy at all?
Yeah, I'll try to try to see for like a nurse that's been there for a while, and see and wait for her break or something, and go and ask her a cool question afterward.
Okay. You do happen to spot a nurse that does seem to be looking, heading out the door, presumably on a smoke break.
I'm gonna go see her and be like, you mind if I take one?
She passes you a cigarette. They're menthols, I hope you don't mind.
It's good. Do you have a light?
Yes, of course. And lights it up for you. Puts away the lighter. Takes a drag. Is this the part where you hit on me, or is this the part where you act like a creep, or is where we stand in silence?
I was thinking silence, but if you want to talk, we can talk. There's some crazy stories I keep hearing of people coming here. You must have a couple of some
Well,
weird stories.
So far, the most recent one was last night, which was just the sheer amount of feces that a sheer person can have after having to depack. But I'm not sure you want to hear about that. It's just nurses' stories.
Uh, makes me think of my grandmother.
She chuckles. Had to take care of someone, did you?
Yeah, a lot of elderly people when I was younger.
Yeah, well, that's what I get paid for mostly. Paid for taking care of ungrateful people who will spit in your face and tell you, no, no, don't stick me with that weird needle. I don't know what's in it.
Makes you think a lot about life, right?
Mm.
Well, something bigger, better.
No, whatever's bigger and better is not with my paycheck. Weird stories. We don't really get terribly often. Not anything outside of the craziest shit we get around here is the type that when you have some dude walks in and he's still standing and his legs torn in half, and I mean most of the time it's a farmer, but every now and then it will be some random dude who looks like he's off his rocker.
Off his rocker in what way?
I think he was drugged. He looked happy. It was surreal.
Happy of losing a leg.
He didn't lose it entirely. It was just open, like someone took a knife and took it on his thigh and went right down to the bottom, skin and everything. You saw right
Damn.
to the bone. Like his leg was an open book. You could literally open it.
When did it happen?
It was last month that that happened.
Poor fella.
Oh, he died with a smile.
Oh, he died.
Yep, he did not last. The blood loss was too much. Thought for sure that he was on drugs or something, but the doctor who did the autopsy lady, I mean, obviously everyone's curious, asked him what was in his bloodstream, and he said nothing. Shit that people do.
Where'd they found him?
No, he walked in.
He walked in.
He walked in. It was very strange.
Funny story.
Yep. What about you? Got any strange stories?
I got one of a dude who's been like so obsessed with fish that he's trying to become one. And he's been cutting his flesh for that. Crazy, it's weird.
Wow.
I've read that on a book. You know, like those little like fake news stuff. Could be real, could be fake, but think about it. Only someone crazy would do that.
Huh. Well, glances around. On the 5th floor, there's a dude who's completely off his rockers.
What?
He keeps saying that he's been to other worlds. He says that he goes there in his dreams. I mean, everyone dreams.
Like what, he thinks he's going to Mars?
No, he describes these weird places. I mean, they just sound like dreams, but he's so convinced that it's real that it's become a problem. The guy can hardly function. He can hardly work. Now, he's stuck here. He's got no family.
No. Poor dude.
Yeah.
On 5th floor, you said?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that like the mantle ward or something?
No, it's where we keep the unfortunate people who, they're in the hospital stay until the government figures out what to do with them.
The government.
Yep.
Alright. At that point, I finished the smoke and I'm like, thank you very much. And I go back in.
No
It
problem.
was real entertaining for the long hours of wait here in the ER.
Well, it did me a bit of good too. Well, smoke did at least. She steps on the cigarette and she starts to head back in.
As I head back in, I'm gonna go directly to Eric and I'm gonna just pass next to him and I'm gonna be like, meet me at the 5th floor. And I keep walking.
Okay.
Just before then, Eric, with the amount of time that he was out, I'll let you roll one more d20.
14.
Nope, nothing.
Okay. So he passes by, and I see him going up. I'm gonna linger for a while to really make it seem like we're not together.
Mhm.
And then eventually, after I feel like a comfortable enough amount of time has passed, I will start heading towards the 5th floor.
So one thing also, because I'm gonna be also looking, trying to see and find Alan.
Okay.
Finding the elevators to go to the 5th floor, would I see him or no?
As you're going by, yes, you would go past the front desk and you'd see him arguing, presumably with the secretary.
I'll go to him and I'll be like, you do know that it's on the 5th floor we're supposed to go, right?
Oh, well, you should have told me earlier. See, I told you. And I'm gonna go.
I look at the lady at the reception. I'm like, I'm really sorry. He's a little bit slow, and I walk away.
The secretary looks extremely puzzled.
As you're walking, I'm gonna try to trip you.
Trip me?
Yeah. For calling me slow.
I'll fall a bit, like.
Oh, you'll allow it?
Yeah. I'll tumble a bit, and I'll be like, I go up, and I'm just like going to push you with my arm.
I'm gonna smile at you. Show you my teeth. And then I'll follow you into the elevator. And just before the doors close, I'm gonna flip off the secretary.
God. Talk about not wanting to
Whether
attract
she
attention,
sees
right?
me or not, I don't care.
Exactly. We're gonna get right 5th floor. There's gonna be security. Like, yeah, we don't flip the
Cool. So you guys managed to get to the 5th floor, and this place you can hear the wallows of some of the people. Some people look like they're bored. There's an old lady who's walking with not a walker, but you know that thing that they carry with like the blood supply going straight
The
in, like an
IV.
IV drip.
Steel
Yeah.
IV,
Like the IV drip, and just like she like glances at you with this look of like, I've been here for quite a while, and like sort of slightly dead inside. And you've got a couple of nurses that are going around, just walking from place to place. Do you guys start? I assume you guys start looking, or
No, well,
What is
I'll
the
be
plan?
waiting for Eric because he
Okay.
said he was gonna wait and then join us.
Yeah, I would catch up to them via the stairs at some point.
Okay.
As I look around, can I look around as we're walking to see if there's a nurse gown or uniform just lying around anywhere?
You're not letting go of that one, are you?
I'm not letting go of that.
Okay.
I have an urge to disguise myself.
As you're noticing it, you're noticing some, but they do seem to be behind, like the nurses' desks on that floor. And like it's a large desk. You'd have to get inside while there's someone there.
There's not in
And-
the bins of like soiled shit.
You get the impression you'd have to look a bit because there's more than just that in the soiled thing. And you'd ideally have to do this while no one's looking.
Right.
You guys are in a sizable hospital.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
No,
be
I'm not gonna do that. No.
I'm gonna be walking around to try and find our dude.
Okay.
Okay, I would just quietly question him. You got a lead?
So I've heard of a man here who's been talking about going places in his dream to different worlds.
That's okay. That's good. That's a lead.
Could be a lead. So we could probably like get him into our group or our cult.
You get to a couple of places, and you do manage to find one room that has a man who's just sitting up. His eyes are closed. He's just sitting up in bed.
I'm gonna go next to him and say, "Sir, sir."
And he turns to you. And it's what the dude looks like. He turns and looks straight at you, but his eyes are still closed.
He does look like a Grash.
Right, I forgot that his name is there still.
So
We'll
first
ignore
thing I'm
him
gonna
now.
And he's going to say, the first thing is he's going to say, Grash Inorid. What's yours?
what did he say?
Grash Inorid.
That's not what's written.
Sorry,
Yorid.
Eorinid.
Urinid.
Eorinid. Randomly generated names suck.
I'm known by my peers as Batracho.
Batracho. Okay.
Something tells me you know about the dream world.
And he seems to perk up. What'd you say?
Something lets me know that you know something about.
Have you come here to call me crazy? Have you come here to mock me like the rest of the people on this fucking floor?
You're able to hear my voice, right?
Of course.
Do I sound like I'm mocking you?
He calms down for a bit.
My partners and I just came back from this world.
What did
And
you see?
We're trying to find other people's like us who believes.
I'm listening.
Would you want to come with us? Leave this place, stop being mocked, and learn more about this dream world and all the different worlds it can bring us to?
Be still, my beating heart. An offer to get out of this hellhole, forced to eat awful food every day, sitting,
That one's
the
not
only
changing.
sort of pleasure. I'm sure any food you lot have is probably going to be better. I'll tell you though, I ain't got no place to stay.
We've got a place. A little bit damp, but still,
I'm sure it'll beat this place.
well, you'll need to find ways to provide for yourself. Sure, but we're all going to be working the same goal for, we could say, enlightenment.
I did make a decent amount begging. People tend to be rather generous around here for the people who are blind. Yeah, sure, why not? You're promising me to learn more about this other world. I accept. So, where are we going?
Wait here a moment. I go towards Alan and I'm like, so I'm sure you like disguising yourself. I do too. But we need to find a way to get him out of the hospital.
I mean, the safest
Can you help
way
me?
would be to get him discharged.
What do you need me to do? Do you need a distraction?
I need you to find doctors or nurse garbs.
That's what I
Coat.
did try.
Jesus Christ, just pretend to be my friend and say you're going to take me to your place and take care of me.
What did I just say? Let's just get him discharged.
Oh, yeah, I guess that works.
So you want to sign papers? Give your identity to the hospital? Tell them where you're going to be bringing him?
Nonsense. I'll just sign the discharge papers myself. I'll just have to
Alright.
put my hand on the thing and tell me what it says, and I'll believe it.
I'll just put on my own signature if I need to. That's it.
Alright, then this is your strength, Eric. Go ahead.
Sure.
So, Eric, what's the plan?
So I would just go ahead and help him get discharged.
Okay. So you're going to get him up, you're going to head down and say, like, I'm going to discharge my friend here,
Yeah,
and
just gonna introduce him as a friend that I had seen in a long time. I'm aware that he doesn't have family anymore, but I'm willing to take charge of him.
the nurse at the desk is like, oh, I'm so glad. We were always so worried about him. He's so very eccentric. I mean, I'll miss his stories, but I know they're just fantasies. And you see his eyebrows sort of twitch in anger for a moment. He goes, yeah, let's get it on with.
Let's get on with it.
And so you've got a couple of signatures later. Do you sign your actual name?
No, I signed Mark Cheschard.
All right. And so as you do so, everyone's like, okay, excellent. Well, everything's good. The patient is in, well, as good a health as he'll be. I do,
He will need a bit of supervision, I am aware, but I'm totally ready to take care of him.
and maybe you can convince him to go see a therapist.
We'll see about that. I don't know if it'll
Sure,
be
it'll do him good.
necessary. And I just look at him, making sure that, like, I'm flirting the line between what they both want to hear.
All right, well, take care, Grash. We'll miss you. He grunts. So, you guys managed to get Grash with you.
All right. Away from him, I'm gonna tell to the others. Do we drop him at our spot and then head somewhere else?
Well,
Or
let's talk to him a bit. So, Crash, and as we like start walking towards our car, beyond the dream, what have you done? What are you competent with?
What do you mean, competent
Do
with?
you cook? What job have you had before? Do you do
I
carpentry?
used to be homeless.
You used to be homeless, okay.
Yeah, I used to be homeless. I'd beg a lot. Broke into a couple places. Just keep warm mostly.
So you broke into a few places.
Yep.
Would you consider yourself pretty adept at infiltrating places?
me?
Maybe less now. On account of these, and he points to his eyes.
What's about his eye? Oh, he's blind?
Yes.
At that point,
He
I'm
has
gonna
no
be like,
eyes.
Oh, he
what
has no eyes,
happened?
okay. What happened to you?
He goes
If-
quiet for a bit.
If it's not too personal to ask.
If you're not comfortable, it can come up in due time. Don't worry.
I'd rather we talk about it later. Let's just say I saw something I wasn't supposed to.
At that point, I'm just gonna whisper.
What did you
Wait,
whisper?
what did you whisper?
The Watcher.
Gosh. Well, I would actually be interested in a glimpse of true sighting him.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, I start glimpse of true sighting him.
He doesn't seem to be giving off any sort of aura. However, something on him does.
Okay.
And give me a minute to pull it up.
Damn.
What the hell?
The
Oh,
fuck is
There's an item on him that seems to be
of
giving this
that.
off.
And we know what that is.
uh
That is no bueno. Or very bueno, depending on how you want to look at it.
Are we able to? Well, that's Eric who did it. Sorry.
I'll keep quiet about it, but clearly he has his own belongings.
He looks at you, Eric, because you're the one who did the glimpse of true sight, right?
Yeah.
What did you do just then? A flash of light came from you. What the fuck did you just do?
Oh.
And he backs away.
Oh,
And
so you can see that.
when he does that, I'm actually gonna be like next to him, so I'm gonna force him not to backing up, and I'm gonna be like, "Wait, from him, you saw something? You're blind, aren't you?"
I'm blind, yes. Every now and then, though, I can still see things.
You see visions, don't you?
He pauses.
You can.
Yes.
When you focus on it in a particular way.
I don't need to focus, it's constant.
You lost your natural sight to be able to have those visions constantly.
I don't know if that's what. I didn't gain this afterwards. I always saw things.
Still fascinating. Well, that glimpse of light that you claim I had, at the exact moment I was going through the ability to have one of those visions.
Okay.
Just inspecting you, making sure that there's not anything fishy going on.
Well, then, if you saw anything kind of like what I see, then you saw it, didn't you?
When he says that, I'm gonna glimpse of true sight him.
He turns directly to you and he says, "You did it too, just now. Don't lie to me."
I did. And this
And
thing,
you did pick up the thing.
and finding the that glimpse, I'm gonna try and pinpoint from where it's coming from.
It seems to be coming from a pocket of his.
What do you got in your pocket?
Just a little something that I kept away from the doctors.
Clearly, you did a good job with it.
Can I see it?
He hesitates. You can see it, but you won't hold it.
No worries.
And he pulls out what appears to be a ritual knife.
Does it look like mine?
It doesn't quite look like yours. It looks, it does look ornate in its weird sort of way. It looks, the shape of it seems to be sort of sinuous.
Okay.
Like, it's got odd curves to it.
Mhm.
It definitely does seem to be a knife. It's definitely slender, and it doesn't look like a regular knife.
Okay, I don't think this will be trouble. You don't intend on wielding it against us, do you?
Not unless I have to.
Okay, then I don't think
And he
it'll be
puts it
trouble.
away.
Do you mind me asking you how you got to have this? Did you
I
always
got
have
it.
that?
No, I found it
Where?
in my dreams.
So you brought it back?
I did.
Tell me, what were you looking for in your dreams?
I don't want to say. I was in a bit of a dark place when I found it.
All right.
Considering the type of vision we are getting from this instrument of yours, very much inclined to believe what you say here. What else do you know about this?
This by what I have?
Your dreaming capabilities and this knife?
Whenever I dream, I dream.
And you wander into those dreams as if it was something else.
Yep. And I wander around and I find different places and I meet very strange
Creatures.
beings, and when I dream, I see. Normally, I don't.
Do you know that this is what many would reference as the occult?
I suppose people would say that, yes.
Okay. Just wondering how much you need to be educated on this.
Well, I assume they're much more than dreams.
Indeed, there are.
Found a fucking prick, though. There's a couple of pricks on the other side over there.
Do tell.
Well, I was just roaming around and... Well, I have to be careful, see, because whatever I look at in the dream tends to really hurt my head. And, well, every now and then, come across other people. Not often, very rare. But I dream every night, so I figure... Sure, must be another part of the dream. And this asshole goes and starts telling me off and saying that I shouldn't be doing this, and talking as if I'm doing something absolutely dangerous. Not my fault, my dreams are real.
Would you be able to recognize the person by voice in the real world?
Probably, yes. Never saw them again, though.
Alright. I'm satisfied
Got
with
no
my
more question, My Honor.
Okay.
Okay, we can bring him back to the hideout. I mean, considering that he's blind, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna, like, snitch us. Couldn't even tell where we are.
As you guys open the door and get in, he recites the exact address. I'm joking.
I mean, we haven't been there yet, so...
Alright. Excellent. I'm going to
Yay! We got our first
give
follower.
everybody control.
Of
There we go.
Brash.
All of you guys should have control over Brad.
Okay, so first thing,
Alan, install
renaming.
him somewhere.
Okay.
Rename him.
You want to rename him?
I'm kidding.
So, as you guys come back into the place, nothing has really changed all that much. He comes down, and I've been to a place like this before, in my dreams, of course.
Could be.
I
So
look at
just
him, I look
careful.
at Alan.
There is a hole.
Oh.
And as I'm walking him, I'm gonna hold his arm. I'm gonna like make him walk next
That's
to
okay.
the hole, and I'm gonna like just. Does he have a walking stick or something?
Yeah, he does.
So I'm just gonna like guide his walking stick over to the edge, and I'm gonna be like, it's a big hole. If you want, you can go all around it.
Oh, I can see. No, I can see it just fine, actually. It seems to have a bit of a glow. Very faint. Extremely faint.
I turn to Alan, and I'm like, a glow.
His
I mean,
glimpse,
we did take good care of this place, you know? It's relatively clean.
his glimpse is probably more in tune with the occult than ours. Probably a side effect of him being actually blind.
I'm pretty sure this gift of mine is what made me go blind. He finds a corner. He sits down.
At that point, I'm telling Alan, did you guys ever did any of the occult in this whole sacrifices, rituals, sex orgies?
No sex orgies.
Of
I was
course,
none of
she
that.
would ask about that.
I wasn't that kind of community. I'm gonna avoid using the word cult in front of our new member.
Mass sacrifice, then?
No, of course not. I mean, unless you
Offerings?
count... Yeah, offerings for sure. Do you count killing fish murder?
I kind of a waste of food.
Oh no, we never waste a food. Unless it's for, for a sacrifice. It gets
That-
consumed, but not by us.
That might explain the glow for old friend here.
I mean,
Maybe.
probably. I wouldn't know. You guys seem to know more about this shit than I do. Tell you some wild shit on the other end.
Oh yes.
So, we've acquired a lot of knowledge. Fortunately, most of it is written down and also experiences.
Actually, that would be interesting. And I would pull out one of the books I have, and I would offer it to him. Can you interpret anything out of this book? It's one of the
You
books
had-
of the light and the dark.
Who are you handing it to?
To Grash.
Rash.
Grash picks it up as if he sees it. And he opens it. Huh. Well, ain't that some shit?
So you can actually see what's in that book.
And you see him turn a page.
I would look over his shoulder, spinning myself around, see if he can, if I can read the
Turning
same
that
page as he
page.
does, and I'm like, can you tell me what the starting words here say?
There's no words.
There's no words?
Nope.
What do you see?
I see this thing seems to glow just faintly. I can make out that I have a book in my hand.
But you are
It's
unable
just-
to read the information in it.
Fascinating. Very
He
fascinating.
he looks at you, takes a hand, goes it right in front of his head, of his face. Have you not seen that I don't have eyes?
I know,
You know.
exactly. That's why the first thing that came into mind was if we ever go back to the librarian, we can ask him if he's got any braille version of the books, or if we have to make them.
I mean, if we were to actually make our own versions of Braille, might as well just read it ourselves. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any task we can have him assigned that would be suitable to his conditions and his capabilities.
Well, it's one thing I'm good at.
I'm all ears.
Dreaming.
Reading?
Dreaming.
Dreaming.
Oh, dreaming.
Okay.
I can probably help out with anything else on the other side. I mean, there's some scary shit that's come after me.
There is.
Wait, there's something I'm wondering. If we're able to go to the dream world, grab something there and bring it back, are we able to bring something over?
Well, anything that's on you tends to come with you.
Have you not seen
So-
Alan's fish?
So if we ever give him a book, he's going to be able to go to the other side and read it if he wants to. Since you said you're able to see in the dream world.
I can indeed see in the dream world. Although I'm not sure I want to stay in a particular place and try reading over there.
Yeah, I understand it in a way. But if you want to learn more about this new side of the world, is the best way to get information.
So
All right,
far,
sure.
the
I can give
first-
that a shot.
He can give it a shot. So far, the first task that I'm seeing that he could be very good at is as a guide and an ally inside the dream world. Seems like he has
That too.
much more capabilities in there than
Would
in the
you
awakened
be able
world.
to make a map of the dream world?
Oh goodness, no. Maybe. I mean, maybe I can maybe start
Or a
thinking on
listing?
like what you should be trying to head to get to a particular place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know if a traditional map would function the way we know it in the dream world.
Or any location, how to get there, how to get out, whatever you found.
I think instructions would be more viable than an actual map.
I
Then
can
look
I
at
can
Crash.
bring stuff from the dream world too. That's pretty good for me.
Oh. So,
Uh,
if we have you start scavenging a bit, you would be comfortable with that?
Yep. I mean, I tried to give flowers to the nurses, but they kept asking me how I managed to get outside. I didn't get outside.
Ah, I see where this is going, and I like it.
If you're able to find some nice, comfortable beds, it would be a nice thing.
I mean, we might not remain here permanently. This is just the most convenient, out-of-sight place we have. It's not exactly great for comfort. I'm sorry, Alan.
I'm good over here. I used to be a beggar. I've slept on much worse.
All right.
This place is at least moist. There's fresh water nearby.
Yeah, just be careful not to drink that water. That's the toilet water.
Oh, I can tell the difference.
The smell makes it obvious.
Been blinder longer than I've been sighted.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Well, welcome to the club.
Well, thank you.
It's not much so far, but I have a handful of these, and I've been thinking these could make for like great pieces of like it's like a badge, right? That you're part of the club. And I give him one of the seashells.
Picks up a seashell. This seems to be. I have no idea what this is.
It's a seashell,
Oh.
but it's a special seashell for people of our community.
Well, for me, it's a no seashell.
It's a what?
It's a
no
no-see
seashell.
shell.
Haha, he's funny. I like this guy.
Gotta make fun of my disabilities.
That's the spirit.
You want to hear a ghost joke?
Sure.
No, you're supposed to say no.
No.
That's just... Oh no, wait. I fucked up. Forget it.
I'm disappointed.
I fucked it up.
I think it's
I mixed it with something else.
because you fucking.
I mixed it with something else. There's the worst version and there's the light version. The light version is you want to hear a ghost joke and it says yes, like that's the spirit. But the other one is do you want to hear a rape joke? It says no, that's the spirit. That's the yeah. I fucked it up. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
That's gonna be in my YouTube video, dude.
And it's fine.
Oh gosh.
I think next step should be making pamphlets. I think it's a good idea.
Well,
No.
that would not have worked with Grash here.
That's indeed the case.
Yeah, but that's like the exception to the rule, you know?
All right, you guys want to go to the second place I was talking about?
Sure.
So Grash will leave you here to dream.
Sure. I'll bring back whatever I can. I mean, worst comes to worst, I think I know how to get out and get onto the street and beg.
Don't go there.
See
Okay.
here, we'll bring food on the way back, right, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Joke. So, as you guys are getting ready, the second place. What second place are you guys talking about?
He was talking
The
about an
site.
asylum.
Silent.
Asylum. Okay, sure thing. So you guys head out to go to the assignment to go find another follower then.
Yeah, to the asylum.
Okay. So you managed to get to an asylum. You walk in and there's the reception desk. Yes, hello. Are you visiting or?
Before going in, I wanted to all of us get together for
Oh, like plan making?
yeah.
Sure.
So you guys want to try to do the journalist side thing?
I mean,
Because obviously we cannot go in without knowing anyone.
If you guys can get me out, I can pretend to be a patient. I'll take that as a no. All right,
that's a
let's
risk
go
I
for
don't-
journalism.
Yeah, I mean, I can pass on the same card again, but it didn't seem to work much. What did you do to find him, Manuelo?
Just regular chit chatting with a nurse.
Well, you could try a similar trick again, because that clearly seemed to have some good success.
Yeah, for hospital, which is a public, an asylum is mostly private usually, and it's pretty well secure. They're not gonna let anyone just walk in and see the people in it.
Well then, I can. What did you put, Kiki?
I really don't want to make pamphlets.
Oh my god, dude.
What the hell?
What did he put? Where?
It's in the Discord in our usual channel.
You can keep it
Okay.
for later. It's fine. It's just in case we make pamphlets.
We
my
won't
God.
make pamphlets, but okay.
Oh my goodness, dude. Did you find this or did you make this?
Yes.
Be honest. Fucking
Both.
right.
I use ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
thought.
go.
Yeah, you use an AI for that for sure.
At first, I told ChatGPT to make a cult slogan, but as soon as I said cult, it said, "No, I can't do that, man," and that's beyond my. I can't. That's
Of
not okay.
Yeah.
course.
So I removed cult and I said like community, and I did that. I did it.
You know,
All
gotta
that
right.
makes it
word
look
it
less
differently.
suspicious.
Yeah, just word it differently. It's fine.
Jeez, okay.
Mark chest shard.
So that's why I was thinking more of using the journalist side and to try and just say like we're doing
Yeah.
a story to learn and like we want to like learn about the different like
The different people that have
reason
been
different people who are in this asylum
this
stuff like that.
asylum, see if they have interesting stories to tell, gather some information essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my card that I have that I can play.
Sounds good.
And I'll be able to reinforce you with it since I can disguise myself and trick and lie.
Since I'm well trained in it.
And while I don't
Uh,
fully know that, I'm starting to get an inkling of it.
I can spin an identity too.
Okay, so I
love how he says two. I don't have that ability.
I actually have the inability to do pleasant social interactions, but I have an idea of how I can help you.
Oh boy.
I hope it's not pretending to be a mental case yourself, because that's
No,
probably
no.
not a good idea.
No.
It's easier to get in than it is to get out.
Yes.
It was funny when they did it in Supernatural.
It is hilarious. Pudding.
Yeah.
Don't forget the floppy sound.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. It's unmistakable. I'm ready when you are.
I'm feeling confident about it.
So you guys go in.
Mhm.
It's
I'm
the front
following
desk,
behind Eric.
and the lady at the reception says, "Yes, yes. How can I help you?"
Hello, me and my associate here, we're trying to write an article about different strange cases that get admitted, qui sont admettre.
Admitted.
Admitted, yes, thank you.
Okay. Yes.
We're wondering if there's anyone that we can talk to that could be, willing to give us an interview.
Yeah, I'll go see if one of the doctors can help. I'll be right back.
Thank you very
She
much.
turns around. She picks up a phone. Yes, and you can't quite make out what she says. Yes, a doctor will be here shortly.
Thank you very
After a
much.
while, you've got a person who shows up. Yes, hello. You wanted to meet some patients?
Well, potentially
Apparently for an
patients,
interview?
if any of them are interesting and capable of conversing.
Well, it's not many people decide to come by and say hello to the unfortunate ones that are here. Yes, as long as you follow a couple of ground rules, no weapons, nothing that they can harm themselves with, no cameras, and anything solid, to be honest. So a lot of your effects you're just gonna have to leave over here. And you come in with nothing but your shirts, and yes.
I do need a pen to write down. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes, actually, here, use this one. And they pull out what appears to be like a bit of a floppy rubber pen.
I thought he was gonna pull out a wax crayon.
I was expecting like in gym, a feather.
That's even sharper than a fucking pen.
Oh, yeah,
Understandable.
here. I keep it with you as much as possible. They still try to choke themselves with it. Well, a select few, but... Alright, let's go. Right this way.
Thank you very much for your time.
I keep conceal my daggers and my gun, obviously.
I would have complied and well, I would not have brought any weapons here, especially not a firearm. But I would have complied and left a few articles at reception.
Okay. As you guys walk in, she leads you to a room that has a lot of people on the inside who appear to be just passing time. There's one that's playing a tune on the piano, and there's others that are playing ping pong, and some are drawing, again with those floppy, weird pens.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
whisper
so
to my
right ahead
two
and yeah, sorry.
colleagues. I'm just gonna whisper to Eric and Manuelo. Don't introduce me unless I introduce myself. Pretend I'm not here.
I just nod.
At that point, I look at Eric and I'm like, you heard something?
I heard sneezing. Could have been one of the patients here. So excuse me.
Fucking allergies.
Ma'am, doctor.
Yes.
So, what kind of stories do you have to tell about the people here? What's the most common cases that you see here, and what's some of the more oddball ones?
Common cases here? I don't think any of the cases here are common. They each have their own little personalities. Most of them are depressive or suicidal, I guess. But there's some that are a little strange. They seem to mostly keep to themselves, and yeah.
Okay, well, I guess then nothing better to do than to dive in. Who knows, maybe they'll be happy to get some company and someone new to talk to.
Well, that's what I'm kind of hoping. That's why we tend to let people come in every now and then and speak with them, try and get them a little socialized.
Is there any of them that I should be wary about in case they have like a violent reaction? Any
No,
question
none of the
avoid?
violent ones are out.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
perfectly fine. Just
Just making sure for our own security.
try not to
Eventually,
out
would like
death
to
too
know a little
much.
bit more about those violent ones. Know exactly what are their triggers or what's their story. In other
What's
words,
the story? Yeah. That could be an interesting article, but let's stick to the basics for the first visit.
sure.
Yes,
And
I was just about going to say that.
If the article gets a lot of clicks and views, who knows? We can make a sequel with some more interesting one or more out there one.
Sure, sounds good.
All right. So
Is the doctor staying with us the whole time?
She's staying off to the side.
yeah, she's probably gonna
Oh, okay, okay.
supervise, make sure we don't do something weird.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell my plan, just to make it obvious in case we need to. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not here and just look at the patient because I'm not good in pleasant social interactions, but I'm good at intimidation and fear-based interactions. So I can like remove my glasses and just look at the person you're talking to. Just to push a
Like
little
I'm out.
bit, like I'm part of like their hallucinations.
Oh,
You know what I mean? If necessary, just like you know, pretend I'm not here, and I can just like look menacing, like in the darkest part of the room. Does that make sense?
yeah.
My
I don't
brain
know if I,
hurts.
I don't know if I explained it properly.
He's not good in persuasion, but he's good in intimidation and deception.
Yeah, in fear-based interactions. So
Intimidation.
imagine you two are like, yeah, and fear-based interactions. So like, if you two are like interviewing someone, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna be on the side, just staring at them, and you guys don't acknowledge my presence as much as possible.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
does that make sense? I don't know what this is gonna do, but I have a
So,
feeling it might help a little
I
bit.
am ready to start mingling.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go for the women first.
I'm just gonna go for whoever I think is interesting. Anyone who's a
Okay.
bit more on the like solitaire side, whoever's like drawing or not talking to too many people.
Yes, actually, there is a person who is.
Yeah, you described one that was drawing, so I remembered that.
So there was one that's drawing, and he seems to be talking to himself. They don't know. They really don't know. They just can't quite grasp that angels come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. And well, yeah. And he seems to like twitch every now and then. And he's drawing. He seems to be drawing a very strange sort of circle.
Okay. What if I glimpse of true sight in the room? Will I get anything?
As you do so, you don't get any pings
Beyond the usual from my companions.
beyond the usuals. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Okay, do I need to roll for that, or should I just like role play discovery, or what are you expecting from this?
Sorry.
Do
Oh,
I
of this on. I mean,
Okay.
role play.
Role play, okay.
Talk to people.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for the one that's drawing, just for fun.
Okay. Yep.
As my starting point. So I would sit nearby and greet them. Hello.
Oh, hello. Hi.
So I'm writing stories about the different people that end up here. I'm curious what you have drawing down here.
Oh, what I'm drawing here?
Yes.
Well, it's not done, but if I do it right, it's going to protect me.
It's going to protect you.
Yes.
What would you need protection from?
Demons, angels.
Okay.
They're not nice to people.
I am willing to believe that. Have you encountered one before?
Plenty.
Plenty. Where?
Here, there. I mean, I had one try to kill me in my own home. Does that make sense to you?
I'm trying to figure out if it makes any sense, and I'm doing as if I'm writing notes, even like rubbing a bit the pen against the paper, but I'm not really writing anything right now. I'm just taking mental notes. When have you started seeing those demons?
I mean, I don't see them anymore because I've been protected. But I mean, when I was home, me and my friends, we maybe got along with the wrong crowd and well, they started talking about angels and demons, and they went off, and well, I kept to myself, and I needed to protect myself, and so I started practicing drawing and figuring out
Where
what
do you
works
learn
and what
those
doesn't.
drawings?
Oh, this is all me.
Okay, player to
I'm the
DM.
artist
I'm not
myself.
getting any vibes of actual occult from him. Just a bit of insanity. Is that a good insight?
Maybe.
Do I need to roll for something?
To figure out,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and if you want to do like an insight to try and figure out whether or not he's legit or not.
All tasks involving identifying or assessing danger, lies, quality, importance, or function. That's something that's relevant.
Yeah, sure. Importance in this case, I guess.
Oh, that's not a high roll.
You think he's probably a lead?
I'm not
I'm
convinced as the player, but okay. I'll keep that as a note.
so I wanted to.
Yes, Manuelo.
You said who was there in the room?
There's some people that are on the piano. The only person who's really standing out is this person that Eric is talking to.
I'd
Everyone
like
else,
to.
there's someone that's on the piano. There's some people that he's the one who's drawing. There's others that are playing ping pong. There's a dude who's looking out the window. You got the doctor in the background.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the one that Eric's with, and I would like to look at his drawing.
It seems to be an erratic drawing of sorts, but it does seem to have the shape of a circle.
Does it look like a spell or like the ones we've seen
It
before?
looks vaguely like a ritual circle. He's still drawing though. He's clearly not done.
Can I try and help him finish it from memory from the ritual circles?
This is not one that you recognize. If it is a ritual circle, it's not one you recognize.
I'm gonna ask him where did he saw that before.
Oh, I didn't see it. I made it. He's
You-
continuing.
You made it?
Yes. And he's still drawing, and I'm almost done. Don't worry. We'll be safe soon. And after a while, he completes it. He looks at it. And he holds the paper out. And you see him, like, start fidgeting with his hand. You see him turn around a little bit, here and there. He's kind of twitching a bit. And then he places it down. And he seems much calmer.
I would like to use glimpse of true sight on the circle.
Okay. As you go and do so, you're going to take 4 intellect damage.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, don't do that. That's not good. I'm protecting this place.
as I'm getting this little headache, I turn to Eric and I'm like, him, yes.
What?
The doctor from a distance. Are you okay? Do you need some...
I look at him and I'm like, do you have some water? And I go next to Alan. I tap him on the shoulder and I'm like, we need to bring this guy over. But like whispering, and I'm gonna go to the doctor and be like, okay, do you have any like Tylenol, Advils, whatever, water, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. And she like takes one of the phones and calls. Yeah, could you bring some Advil and some water, please? Yes, the plastic cup, not the glass one. Yes. I know it's not for... Just do it. And she hangs up. Feeling okay? You look like you started getting a migraine or something.
Yeah, You know, when you don't drink or eat for a while, sometimes you just like get so much caught up in like your stories and you just forget to
Dehydration.
drink.
Okay. So it takes a little bit, but then a nurse comes in with a cup of water and hands you a little tiny plastic thing with 2 pills.
I'll take the 2 pills, the water, drink it. And at the same time, like trying to calm down, I want to look around for. I'm gonna be like the toilet, bathroom.
Over here, and she guides you to. It's like and asks the nurse to guide you the
Mhm.
rest of the way, and she heads back to the room.
I'm like,
The nurse is guiding you further away from the room down the corridor.
okay. I'm gonna tell her if you want to, you don't have to wait too much. You can go back to them. Just it's gonna take a while. You know, been on the road for
Okay,
a
no
while.
problem. Do you remember the way back?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Excellent.
During this time, I
She
will
heads off.
get to questioning our drawing individual. Seems to have calmed down, you said?
Yes,
Okay. Tell me, what is your name?
my name's Diaz.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Okay. Where have you learned to make that kind of circle? I know you said that this is your creation.
Oh yeah.
But
It is my creation.
where did you learn such a, let's call it a skill?
Practice, I guess.
So you're telling me that you just have been meddling with angels and demons for a long time?
Well, I did mention I had friends that meddled with angels and demons. I wanted nothing to do with it, so I practiced, and I had to figure out. I saw what they did. They would do these weird, complex circles, and they would slash their hands, and they would burn things, and angels and demons and things would come out. And I didn't like that,
And
so I started watching, and I figured out some circles, some ways to move, are secret.
it's fascinating.
So I practiced, and I figured out. And one day, I don't know, it just clicked. And yeah, I figured out how to do this. And this over here, you see, you look at it, and he's showing it to you. And you see these lines, these are guidelines. This is where you're going to be. This is guides where you have to move. These lines over here guide how you have to think. And these ones, they guide how you have to turn, but you turn without turning. You turn. Imagine it's more than 3 dimensions.
I'm afraid you're
Okay.
losing me with this, but go on.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, if you imagine it's 3 dimensions, you would turn in the next one, that little extra one. Just enough. That's all it takes. And you do it. You can get all sorts of things to happen. And well, I figured out how to make things less weird.
Do you think this is something you could teach to people?
Maybe. It'd take a lot of practice. It took me years.
I nod.
Did I show you guys a picture?
Of that person? No.
Oh, here you go. That's what he looks like.
Ooh, okay. Strange man.
Yeah, he looks like a Diaz.
He looks like a Diaz, really.
The line Diaz.
My last name is Nueces.
Nueces. And where are you from, Diaz Nueces?
Well, I'm from here. My parents are from Mexico.
pretty good English accent for someone of Mexican origin.
I said, I'm from here. My parents.
Do your
This-
parents
this-
still see you?
Does Shima see it?
This is fucking racist, bro.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
I hope y'all are getting the message behind his name.
Okay, I'll admit I don't.
See, yes.
Cool. At least one person does.
I'll look it up at some point, don't worry.
These nuts.
Oh, okay. It's these nuts. In Spanish. Fucker.
Got him.
No, my Spanish is not as good as Shima's.
It's okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't care where this dude's actually from.
Uh,
It's just an excuse to like. I wanted to give like a targeted these nuts like- to like one person.
That's like sneaking the okay sign and just like made you look.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Well played.
So as you guys are talking, an alarm starts to go off. It appears to be the fire alarm,
Oh?
and the doctor goes and says, "Oh, okay, everyone out, everyone out, everyone out. It's probably just Johnson, but everyone out."
Like outside,
And-
outside?
Yep. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Fantastic.
Potential fire.
Okay.
And she starts guiding everybody out.
yeah, I'm
And-
coming out of the bathroom and I'm like going around with everyone, but trying to keep an eye on the DS.
So you managed to spot the group, including Diaz, as you guys are going out.
I would go in orderly fashion.
And everyone's starting to conglomerate towards a certain area. And you notice that there's a couple of people that are pulled out, and they seem to be heavily restrained.
As everyone's getting out and there's the whole chaos, I'm going to tell the other guys, all right, we need to take DS and go away.
It's a gamble.
So I'll go see DS and I'm gonna tell him, DS, this place is not safe at all. Like, do you want to come with us?
You notice he's nervous again. Where to?
We'll go somewhere. There's no water that can break your circles, your predictive circles, and you can make a lot more of them if you want to.
Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, okay.
All right. So I'm gonna tell him try to keep low and try to keep quiet, and
You'll take
we're just
advantage
gonna
of the
bolt it.
commotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I'm trained in disguises, can I take some of the pieces of disguises on me and put them on him to
Like
Yeah.
very quickly mask
very
him?
quick? Yeah, like put my hat on top of him, and
Yep, sure.
stuff like that. Put my cape around him.
Yep.
But I'm
Go
keeping
for it.
enough clothing on myself to keep myself,
Give me a roll related to that.
Okay.
See how well you manage on short notice like this. Oh my god.
Puta
Fuck you.
madre,
Yeah.
gordo.
Nice.
With a very slick motion, you guys notice Alan kick into gear with with just one fell swoop. He whips out his cape, puts it around Diaz, and also manages to take off his hat. He makes it look natural as he takes off his hat, and his hat just happens to find itself onto Diaz. And so, my God, I just saw the fucking gif.
Bonjour.
And you guys start walking away, and no one's the wiser. So after a while, you guys manage to get away. You've walked sufficiently away, and you've managed to find the car. Do you guys up and cut and run?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, yes.
Cool.
Do we want to stop somewhere
Yeah,
on the
we
way to get some
get
food?
something to eat. We'll
Some
stop like
resources.
a
Yeah,
McDonald's
make a
or
pit stop.
something.
I was thinking more of a grocery store.
As you guys stop
We could
by
start with McDonald's.
at a particular place, you notice there's a couple fire trucks that go by.
Oh, is there actually a fire?
I'm gonna tell Manuelo. Good job with the fire alarm, by the way. That was a good idea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, that wasn't you?
You'll never know.
That'd be a crazy coincidence.
What a coincidence!
A
What is a
coincidence.
winky dink?
No, it's Shima. That sounds like a Shima plan that he whispered to Chris. And
Yeah.
I know your tricks well enough at this point.
That was smooth.
That's smooth. Yeah, it's really smooth.
So you guys managed to get some food, and you guys are eating. Are you staying around that place for a while?
Not really. I would be like, we need to move. We can't
Yeah,
stay in the same
taking a-
place.
We would
Taking
take
a-
some
a-
pickup somewhere.
Pick up for the whole class.
As you guys are going away, a couple police cars pass by in the opposite direction,
Okay.
and then you guys head home.
Yes.
'Kay.
Making sure not to be followed.
Sure thing.
I take a few detours.
So you guys managed to get back. No one has followed you guys. Come on. Oh, I gotta drag on the name, not the little thing around. And you guys now have access to. Oh, his name's not properly. I didn't know what.
Strange man.
I had put. Oh, does it actually say Strange Man?
It's a strange man,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, interesting.
But now that DS is there, Grash is not there anymore.
I see him.
Brash is still here.
Yeah,
Brush
he's
has
still
been
there.
moved.
No, no, no.
forward.
He's here, but he's no longer in the journal.
Oh,
Oh, give me a moment.
Chris might have moved him to a hidden folder.
No, it's because
yes.
I shared a thing and then. Give me a moment because I gotta edit. I wasn't sure what nuts was properly in Spanish. Is it noches?
Wait. Good,
Shima will give
because
you the proper translation.
Just like not actual, like not vulgar, just straight.
I'll
You know what? Give me cashews.
These
well,
guys.
I know that peanut is mani.
Many?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cashew. I know I heard it. I know it's like Ricardo, but it's not. It's not. It's something before. It's not Re. I know it's like Cardo, but I don't remember.
That's fine. Peanuts works. Mani,
Yeah, Mani.
Mani.
anacardo.
What?
Anacardo.
I think so. Yeah. Cashew. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Anacardo? Yo, spell that out. That sounds badass.
Uh,
Totally not racist.
I guess you googled it, Kiki.
Yeah, I googled it.
Anacardo. Oh, that's actually excellent. Diaz Anacardo. That actually legit sounds like a name. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell I'm racist. There we go. And Diaz Anacardo, show to players. I mean, there's nothing on their character sheets. I don't know if you guys actually see the character sheet or not.
No.
It's not going to matter because all of the stuff that I'm going to be taking track of is not going to be on the character sheets there. So
So now we got 2 sacrifices.
you have
I'm kidding.
2 sacrifices.
Sacrifice.
That is what you said, right?
Ideally, we want pawns.
we got 2 new members of our cult. Now to see who is gonna marry who, how many wives we get.
A waifu simulator.
I don't see a lot of waifus in there.
I'm taking the blind guy.
Me,
I'm just-
me,
He's my waifu.
I'm just saying that to have traps, it has to be a man first, and we put boobs on it.
And a
Of
nice
course.
dress.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. When I generate waifu, it does not come out very well.
I'm just like imagining, you know, the show How It's Made. Ta ta da ta 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 da ta da, and it's just traps. How It's Made.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, coming back, I would lead another strange man and Diaz as 2 different entries.
Yeah, give me a moment. Because that's just the handout just to flash the picture. I'm not going to ever need to flash the picture anymore to you guys. So, ding, it's gone. When I show for a particular dude, like, for example, when I do this, what do you guys see?
Diaz Anacardo, and the picture, and we're into the bio and info tab.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just shows the bio and info tab. Okay, so I can just use that instead of doing a separate handout to do the big picture. It's not going to matter
Looks
too
like
much for the
this.
characters.
Well, it will reveal to us if it's a character or a handout.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Thank you,
It's
sir.
just that since they're bigger, than like the handouts, the
Yeah,
pop-up is a
it's
bit
obvious.
larger, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, cool. So you guys now have
These nuts, or these,
These
peanuts
nuts?
now.
Diaz Cashew.
yes, cashew. Yes, indeed.
Los cashews. I'm gonna go up to Diaz and I'm gonna give him his membership seashell.
He looks at you strangely. He says, "Thanks, but I thought you guys were taking me to a safe place."
This is a safe place. This is our home. This is our
He
base.
He looks
This
This
is
around.
our little community. And like he said, you can draw anywhere you want here. And I'm gonna give him a chalk. Girl nuts.
This is
Okay.
temporary. We're trying to find a new place, a little bit more clean.
Go ham if you want to.
Oh, I'm gonna make this place safe.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
So he starts drawing a circle.
And
gonna
that was
take
my
him a
last
while.
chalk.
and I'm just gonna be holding my head. I'm like, whoa, those tendrils were good.
So in the meantime, as he's drawing the circle, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna bring a fish burger to
Yeah, well, the food.
Alright. yeah.
To Grash.
I'm gonna distribute the food.
Okay. Yep. So you distribute the food, and the followers are very obviously thankful.
And I'm gonna like tidy up the beds to make sure like they both have like their own space.
Thank
Bless
you. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Sorry, what did you say, Kiki?
I'm gonna tidy up the bedrooms to make sure like they have their own space, their own like little bed and
Okay.
a little
So-
night table.
During this little session of downtime, you're going to take the time to prep some spots for the followers,
Yeah, make it look as good as possible.
and the rest of you.
I'm gonna try to look to make a sermon so they can keep faith.
Of course. Wrong game.
Oh, sorry.
Just wait. One of them's gonna be like, "I want to eat poop."
I'll have to I'll have to start getting the Cult of the Lamb OST playing in the background now.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I've bought it not long ago. It's just funny.
I
I've been
joined the
wanting to
cult.
play that.
I joined the cult of a Twitch streamer earlier today, and then she sent me a message afterwards. She was like, "Oh, you missed it. You quit the cult even after I gave you a cupcake." I was like, "Oh man,
That
that's
sucks.
unfortunate." Yeah, dissident. Dissident? Yeah, dissident. I was a bad cultist.
Eric, are you doing anything in particular?
Not really, outside of getting our 2 new recruits acclimated to the general area and making sure they'll be okay. Like, essentially making sure they feel welcomed.
Okay. So time passes, and Diaz finishes the circle. Grash starts screaming.
Oh no.
He says, "What the fuck is that?" And he's just yelling in pain.
What's happening? What's
Diaz
happening?
also starts panicking. He says,
At,
"What's going on? Why
at-
why is he screaming?"
at that time, I'm gonna take Grash and just like bring him away from the circle.
As you bring him away from the circle, he seems to be getting better.
Okay.
And after a while, he says, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And this is
Alright.
roughly once you're across to the other side of the
Some distance.
yeah.
Okay. So we got a newcomer with us, and he's able to make protection sigils.
Protection.
Yes.
He's-
In other words, it hurts the mind, but I didn't really thought about it with your innate ability. What happened?
I mean,
Obviously, it was unpleasant.
I can't look in that direction. And he's turning his head away. It's like there's a hole gaping, just taking everything, and it takes a bit of me also when I look at it.
It takes a bit of you.
It's like when you stare at something that's too much. Like when I lost my sight.
Like when you lost your sight. Okay. I'm gonna look at Eric and I'm gonna like make him like a sign, like the hand over the neck, like cut it off, like stop it.
Oh, okay. I would do my best to stop Diaz then from this continuing on his work.
He looks at it, he's like, but we have to be safe.
Yeah, I know we have to be safe, but this right now is not working. It's making things worse for us here.
What do you mean? This calms everything around. This makes everything around us safe.
Define safe.
Yes.
What does it do exactly?
I don't know how to explain it. It makes something more of itself.
More of itself?
It makes, I don't know, it keeps imaginary things away. Things that don't belong away.
Well, it's
Okay,
also,
listen.
preventing our dreaming friend here of using his capabilities. It hurts him. Is there any way you can alter it to let him be okay?
Wait,
Just him specifically.
what did you say he does?
He
He
dreams.
dreams.
Like regular dreams, or
No, not
Special
regular
dreams.
Special dreams. Yes.
you mean like my friends used to do?
I don't know what your friends used to do exactly, but you know, it's kind of cool dreams where you can bring something in, you can bring something out.
I told you, my friends used to bring demons and angels here.
Oh, we're not bringing demons
No,
and
that's-
angels. You know, that's a little extreme.
That's
Much
not
more
what we
tame
want.
stuff. It can be a useful tool.
Oh well, I guess I could use the other one.
What's the other one?
Here, I'll try this one instead. And he erases the circle.
Okay, and I would give a thumbs up to Manuelo.
Okay, we're trying something new. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what do you see, alright?
He starts drawing a different one.
Okay.
It's going to take a bit for him to finish. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna give him titles.
Titles.
Diaz is gonna be the artist, and Grash is gonna be the dreamer. It's gonna be their official title.
Okie doke.
And I'm gonna watch him do the do circle.
Titles or nicknames?
Same difference.
That's the same shit, isn't it?
Oh, nice. Cool.
And Shima, what are you doing in the meantime?
Well, I'm just gonna try and calm down the Grash and just like be with him, trying to calm him down, like. And I'm actually gonna ask him, like, so you said it's almost the same thing that took your eye. Like, what really happened with your eyes?
You ever look at something that you can't figure out, and the more you look at it, the less you know? And, well, you mentioned that you glimpse, and that light shows that I see you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you see when you do that?
We see kind of different image or feeling of aspects.
Like a vision,
So
right? And they're different, and they give you feelings, and depending on what you're looking at, it tells you information about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have that all the time. It never stops. I can't close it. I can't stop. And well, I looked at something, and my head hurt like crazy. I couldn't see it. It's too bright.
You look at something too bright?
I was going through the forest. You've been to the forest, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to learn more. And well, I managed to get past this dude in the sky. I think he might be a little bit like me. I think he saw something he wasn't supposed to. And maybe that's why he's the way he is now. Babbling to himself, and he looks around, but I stayed out of his sight. I got past. And I found a wonderful place. Like a building. It looked almost familiar. I heard a voice, and I turned around. And that's when it happened. Couldn't see anymore. And all the voice said is, "I'm surprised you're not dead." And I woke up.
You were at the Tower of Light?
I don't know what it is. But I guess it's like a tower of light.
Hmm.
He survived the Tower of Light, just paid the price, is what I'm getting.
What? Sorry?
He survived getting close to the Tower of Light, but he paid the price. That's what I'm getting.
Maybe.
Oh, we saw someone that was so powerful.
He said he
Looking
heard a
at-
voice and he turned around and then he no longer saw anything.
Probably saw an angel or some shit like that.
And what did the voice say when it called for you?
It said something like, "What brought you here?" And that's when I turned around to talk to the voice, and that's when I couldn't see anymore.
Did you continue your conversation, or you just woke up immediately?
I woke up immediately. Well, after he said, "I'm surprised you're not dead," I looked away immediately, and then I said, "Fuck it, I can't stay anything near like that," so I ran.
That's when you noticed that you were blind in the real world.
Yep.
Interesting.
Do you think you could find your way back in the dream world to where you lost your sight?
You're asking me to go there again. I don't think I want to. But yeah, I can probably bring you there. I'll just be very careful.
We'll go all together. Might get some answers for you. See if you could probably get back, or please apologize of blinding.
Maybe. I'm going to be extra careful, though. You'll have to forgive me. Eric, in the meantime, what are you doing? Anything special, or?
Not really. I'm just worried about what Diaz is going to come up and if it's going to cause other different issues that we just didn't foresee.
Okay. Diaz appears to be done with his circle.
Okay. And
All right.
I would
Here
like
goes
to
nothing.
explore this one.
And this one looks different. It looks simpler. He does a couple, and it's not going to be the best of protection, but it'll do the trick.
I asked Grash, how's it?
He says, "Huh,
You see anything?
I can't see anything."
Let's try and get
Closer, see if we're not just too far. So I'm gonna bring him over here.
Okay, as you get closer, he seems to be fine.
This way.
You
Where'd
see
the light
anything?
go?
Oh, well,
Like I know we're near the thing, but I don't see it anymore.
The sun has simplified
Alright.
it.
Huh. This is a bit disorienting.
Fascinating.
I go next to DS and I'm like, well, this did the trick. Thank you very much.
Well, it'll protect against the small things, but not the worst things.
No, but it's better like that as is currently.
I guess so.
Or what we could do is make the strong ones far away from where Grash here, the dreamer, would be hanging around.
Like on the outside of the base.
We could.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Disguise them as graffiti, maybe.
Do you want me to set these up a little bit everywhere around? I can do that.
Can you
Make like a perimeter.
What
It'll
do you
take me
think,
a while.
Gratch? Do you think that that'll be fine with you?
You'll be locked in. He looks at you. He looks at Brash. You'll be locked in, but you'll be safe. Yeah, as long as we can erase it every now and then. As long as I can go take a piss in peace.
All right, so I'm gonna go with DS to find some like painting or whatever.
Oh, I can take care of that. It'll take me a while though. There's a lot of area to cover. I'm gonna space them out enough.
All right.
As he does that, I'm gonna show Gratch that the bathroom is here.
So Diaz heads off to get started on the thing. He mentions it's going to take him a couple of days to be done, but the protection will be up.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I look at Manuelo and I'm like, well, I'm starting to feel a little confident about this.
Now the only question is, do those circles protect us against, the bureau, or is that something else we have to worry about?
I think this
Different
is
kind of threat.
more related to the occult. The Bureau is something more man-made.
Bureau are different humans.
That's gonna be harder to avoid. We're gonna have to be careful.
Well, I think for the moment we're under their radar. We're under the radar.
Yeah, let's keep it that way for as long as we can.
I'm gonna sit next to Grash and I'm gonna talk to him a little bit.
Okay.
You say, so I overheard you earlier. You said that you see everything all the time, right?
Yeah.
So you probably already know that I'm not like everybody else.
Yeah, you're easier to see than the others.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, did you ever see anyone that gave out the same kind of vibe as me? Because I'm looking for a bunch of them.
I did find a place in the forest.
How did you?
Gave the same vibe, but never really saw anybody.
I mean, it's a start. Next time we dream, can you show me where it is?
Sure, why not? I know
Alright.
your friend wanted me to bring him to he called it the Tower of Light.
Yeah, the Tower of Light. We've been there before. There's a guy there. Friendly guy.
Well, the only guy I met there was... Thank you, Alex.
What?
I just saw what Alex sent me. The only guy I met there wasn't mean or anything, but well, he's the reason I can't see.
Yeah, we'll be all together. You protect us, we protect you. It's a mutual thing. It'll be fun.
We're into the exploring business.
Well, I've never felt like this, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to sleep with that. And he points to the circle. I can just barely make it out. It's like a space where there's no space.
I think it's going to prevent us just from sleep. What do we
From
call
entering
it?
the dream.
Sleepwalking?
Dreaming?
Dreaming? Yeah.
I think so. Whatever this Diaz character does, he seems to, I don't know, put up weird null fields. I don't know how to describe it.
No, it's a pretty good description.
Well, it's
You can always,
interesting for the purpose of protecting us.
You can always just keep a chalk nearby and just scratch it and repair it in the morning.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
It's not?
Well, I mean, he drew it. I'm pretty sure I heard him finish drawing with the chalk. And it didn't become like that until he did something.
Oh. Oh, like those rituals. Like he gave up something, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll have to ask him later. When he comes in for the night, I'll ask him if he can, deactivate it for like 8 hours.
Okay. Sure. Later, maybe we'll just have to go on the other side or something, far, far away from this.
You think it's gonna work if we go just to the corner where you were earlier?
Well, in the far corner, I think it'll work.
Okay, we can do that.
It
Can
seems to
set up
cover a
some.
large area, but not too large. And this one's much weaker than the other.
All right, I'll get right on that, and I'm gonna bring a few sleeping bags over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna set them up here. It's gonna be like the dreaming corner.
Okay. I'm just thinking, Is there a way that we can have Diaz develop a sigil, a different one, that would allow one-way travel into Dream, but would not interfere with the sigils that are protecting us?
Maybe.
I mean, seems to be good at experimenting with those.
He definitely seems good to be experimenting with stuff like that, yes.
Okay, we can talk to him about that at some point.
As you're out with Diaz, Shima, he gets started on one of the circles. He says, "You don't need to be around here. It's gonna take me a bit to get this one done.
Yeah, but
I'm
at
not
least
going anywhere."
he'll let us know about each other.
Oh, okay.
So you said you had friends who were bringing angels and demons?
Yep. They were obsessed.
Why?
Oh, they wanted something more. One of them wanted to live forever. And another one, well, he was always a bit of a druggie. But he went on about experiencing something more. He was always very weird.
And what happened to them?
Well, we fell out. I was helping them out with. Well, I was helping them out with some of their projects, and I was really good at it. And well, that was on what I do. They were curious about it, but they noticed that when I would sometimes do some of the shit that I would do, it would interfere with their shit. And well, after a while, we got into some trouble. I think I pissed someone off. And I started seeing, I guess, a dead person,
Okay.
but like in a mirror. And they would show up at like the worst fucking times. Like you'd think someone would be able to take a shit without some dead person coming to trying to kill you. No. So that's when I had a demon come after me.
The demon. And when did they stop following you?
I don't know. I assumed it was because I stayed protected all the time. Maybe they gave up. But I think it's because someone caught wind of what me and my friends were doing. Maybe it's because my friends left without me. That's also possible. I didn't want too much more to deal with them, though. They went further and further, and I didn't like that, so they went off and did their thing. By their thing, I mean they probably continued doing that culty stuff that they do.
Well, at least with us, it's not going to be the same thing.
Oh? Do you want to make it stop, too?
Stop? No. But control? Yes.
Well, if I stay protected, that's probably good enough for me for now. But don't get like my friends.
We won't.
If
He
this guy
continued
betrays us for the
trying.
Bureau, we sacrifice him first.
Around this time, he manages to finish one of the circles. Jima, could you give me a d20, please? Okay. go back to Eric. Alan.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, eventually, after seeing that things are calming down and like everything's getting into order, Crash can start dreaming again. I guess I would crack open a book at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So you
think I
crack
do
open a
too.
book.
Sorry. Yeah.
You end up having enough time to go through more than one, actually, if you want. The first one that you managed to go and crack in seems to be talking about a right.
Okay.
Do you continue, or do you want
Yeah, I
to
want to
pick a different
continue
book?
into this one.
Okay. So as you go and you crack into it, let me just pull up exactly. You start learning about what's called the right of revealing.
Okay.
It is one that apparently requires an area of pitch darkness. You end up inscribing a particular circle of power using a bit of the ingredient as part of it. And when everything is in near darkness, you require an ingredient in the center. And the specific ingredient that you need is called brightstone dust or brightstone powder. And with doing the proper incantations and igniting it, it allows you to complete the ritual. And the ritual itself is one that allows for summoning and for spells. It has 2 ingredient slots, one of which is consumed, and one that necessarily has to be, the one that is consumed is necessarily brightstone powder. And it requires the person who's performing it to be alive. Did you get all that?
Sorry, my mic was not correctly positioned. So, Rite of Revealing requires an area of pitch darkness.
Yep.
A circle of power using an ingredients, including brightstone
Using
dust
one of the
slash
ingredients.
brightstone
So one of the
dust slash
ingredients is
powder,
good.
which
Yep.
is consumed.
Yes.
Can have
So
a secondary ingredient.
Yeah, so the circle of power is going to be using one ingredient, and the secondary ingredient is the one that's consumed. Has to be brightstone dust or powder.
Okay.
Both are the same. I just happen to have them both written down.
Oh, so the circle is a second ingredient.
Yes. The circle is one ingredient, and a second ingredient is placed in the center. And with the pitch black, you ignite it. And in doing so, the description of the rituals, you go through the incantation, you prep everything as you're incanting, and when you ignite the center, a bright flash comes, and what, depending, it's also, like I mentioned, is for summons or for spells, and the desired effect happens with the flash. So the flash will either reveal what it was that you summoned out of the darkness, or the effect would take place.
Okay. That's good for me. We have brightstone dust, or at least we had.
Yeah, it's in the box now.
I think I took some
Well,
also.
yeah, you also
No,
took
you
some,
had
right?
some too. You should
Yeah.
have some.
Those are brightstone dust. Yes, okay, yeah, I have some. Okay, I could perform that right now. I don't know if I want to. Okay. It's good to know. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay.
I guess. It's also getting a little late, so
Yeah, it's going to depend on whose cutoffs are when. I can go till midnight. You guys are up to. We can cut it at 11:30 if that's more comfortable for you guys.
That'd be more comfortable.
Yeah, 11:30 would be more comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that. I'll
Sounds good.
start reading the third book next session.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can do it now. I can start revealing it. It's ready.
Yeah, sure. I know that it's hinting at artifacts of the deep.
Yep. So it's hinting to a artifact, the location of an artifact, the deep,
Oh, okay.
in which you now know there's a location in Gaspésie,
Oh,
near the sea. That happens to have. It seems to be an abandoned. No, it's not the Rocher Percé.
okay.
But there's a location in Gaspésie that actually has an artifact of the deep,
How does the
presumably at
book
an
know
old.
that?
Sorry,
How does the book know that?
book doesn't know. It's just hinting. It's sort of like going over history, right?
Okay.
Gathering clues here and there.
Yeah.
Mentions of things.
Don't think too hard on it.
It's at an old what you were saying?
Sorry,
At an old. You were saying it's at an old something.
it's an old dockside restaurant.
Oh, okay. And that's the info I can glean from the book.
Sorry, that's yes.
Reading the full book. Okay.
So you know you have a very good idea of where to look to find this. You're pretty sure that if you'd be able to follow like some of the stuff in the book that would lead you to a specific place on
Okay.
where reputably there is an artifact of the deep.
Right.
Assuming nobody plundered it yet.
Assuming so. It's fantastic news. All right, cool. That's all for me. I'm gonna keep, preparing the sleeping corner, the dreaming corner.
Cool.
All right.
Okie doke. If nobody has anything else, we can cut it here.
Looks like a
Good night,
one.
everyone.
Yep.
Nighty
Thank
night.
you very much. We got
Thanks.
2 followers.
Indeed.
Also,
Ye-
one last thing.
Oh,
I have a
there was-
feeling one of the followers is a followers of the anti-aspect, whether they know it or not. That's the
I-
vibe I'm getting.
do have one announcement to make.
Okay.
Did I don't think I wrote it. Wei has contacted me. He's
Mhm.
not ready to join us just yet. He is definitely still interested.
Okay.
He's given me when, and we're gonna start talking about his character and everything.
Okay.
Once once Wei gets introduced, I'm gonna have basically, I'll say the end game finalized for you guys. I'm gonna try to have it finalized so that you guys actually have a way to complete the campaign.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, because right now it feels like we're stumbling, which is around.
Right now, that is yes.
Gives us freedom.
But there is the idea that you guys will be able to attain like the goal.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're learning the game, so it's
Yeah.
cool to have like our own little freedom to stumble around. I don't know if you have had any plans for how we would find those NPCs, and you just adapted to our stupidity.
I definitely adapted. Generally, what I do is I do portraits and then I try to make it as organic as possible. Like I did not have the idea that it was going to be a someone that you found at an insane asylum or a hospital.
Well, good job.
So you guys added more flavor than what I had prepared to already present characters.
And we're
Alright.
psychos.
You guys are indeed psychos. Okay.
I don't know
Thank
if
you
I
very
like
much.
it, but good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, boys.
Thank you, boys.